Greetings, everybody. Greetings from wherever you're watching me from. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing this important information that we are sharing amongst us in ensuring that citizens do understand where they are coming from and also are they moving well and are they taking their duties and responsibilities together. So today we have a topic that we want to cover: gender equality and respect, building a fair society. I want you to know that it is with gender equality that a fair society is going to be established. And also today we are saying we want to explore how responsible citizenship builds just and peaceful societies. Let me tell you, just and peaceful societies are built with responsible citizens. And who is a responsible citizen here? It's you and I. In our last episode, we talked about social media, where we were saying responsibility of the social media. Today, we want to focus on a value that affects families, that affects workplaces, that affects nations. So gender equality and respect is one of that value that we want to push today. A fair society is one where every person is valued. Every person is valued and treated with dignity. I want you to know that when a person is treated with dignity, they tend to perform well, they tend to execute their duties well, they tend to explore every avenue, if not leaving no stone unturned. So what does gender equality mean in our first segment? Let's help each other to understand what we want to explore today. Gender equality means that women and men, girls and boys have equal dignity and respect. As long as they have equal dignity and respect, we know we are addressing gender equality. As long as well they have equal access to opportunities. So in other words, opportunities comes to everyone and comes to all, but do we have equal access? Then the third one, equal protection under the law. So in other words, is the law embracing both men and women, boys and girls? And then lastly, freedom from discrimination and abuse. So you'd find that when we are free from discrimination and abuse, we are able to execute in whatever way or form that we want to move. Equality does not mean sameness. It means fairness and respect. So equality, as long as everything is fair and everything is being given the respect that is accorded to it, it works out well and in good way. When one group excludes society as a whole, what happens now is that whole society is weakened as long as one group is excluded. So in other words, we are not supposed to exclude any group in society. Let us move on. In the second segment, we then want to tackle and we then want to understand challenges to gender equalities. What are the challenges that are faced whilst people are trying to seek gender equalities? Many societies still face challenges. And what are these challenges? Such as gender-based violence. This is still happening in different forms and shapes. It is happening, but it is my quest that out of all this awareness and advocacy that we are doing, we are going to ensure that we eradicate and leaving nothing at all. There are also challenges in discrimination in education or employment, whereby people are discriminated in terms of education and in terms of employment. Others are told that this is a men area, others are told that this is a women area. We are trying to quash all that. And then another challenge is harmful and cultural practices which are harmful. So cultural practices which are harmful are those that are going to harm other people whilst others are celebrating their culture. In other words, we are saying unequal pay and opportunities. You'd find that as we seek to clarify gender equalities, some people are paid more for the same job when others are paid less. And some people are getting better opportunities when others are getting less. This is what we are trying to iron out. This is what we want to address to ensure that we eradicate it in total. Silencing of women and girls. You'd find that in certain sectors, women are told that this is a men's area, it's a hard hit area, and you're a woman, you are not allowed there. Girls as well, they are told that this area is for boys, and therefore we don't expect any girls. So these problems do not only affect women. I want you to understand they affect families, because women belong in families, isn't it? And then also not only families, but they also affect communities, because those same women are found in communities. And you'd find that as long as it is not addressed, the future generations are affected. How do they get affected? It has to be ironed out in this generation so that the next generation does not suffer it. So you'd find that injustice anyway is a threat to justice everywhere. So we are trying to say that let's have justice in everything, or in every corner, or everywhere where we go. Where gender equality is a citizen's duty, I want you to understand, where we are now saying gender equality is a citizen's duty, where is this? Promoting gender equality matters because, number one, it matters quite a lot because, number one, it protects human rights. And every person deserves safety and dignity. In other words, we are saying safety must apply everywhere, and safety must be found with everyone, okay? And also, number two, it strengthens families. So you find that respect builds healthy homes. When people are respected, healthy homes are found. When people are respected, there is peace in those homes. Number three, it improves development. So societies progress faster when everyone contributes. In other words, when we want a society to move well and a society to develop well and to catch up to the trend, everybody has got to be on the same page. So when everybody is contributing something, society is bound to move faster. And lastly, it shapes the next generation. I want you to know that whatever we do today, let's be cognizant of the generation to come. Let's be cognizant of the generation after our time. So children learn respect by watching adults. So hence, as adults, we need to ensure that whatever that we are doing, whatever that we are executing, we are doing it in a good way, that the learners or the younger ones are also copying and they are also emulating, so that the future generation will be happy. Respect is not optional. It is a responsibility. I want you to know that it's not optional. It's a responsibility of everyone. And then in our last segment, how citizens can promote gender equality and gender respect. So you'd find that it is the duty of every citizen to promote gender respect. How does it become? Every citizen can help, but how can they help? Speaking out against abuse and discrimination. Whenever you see abuse and discrimination, speak about it, talk about it, so that it is addressed. And also treating everyone with dignity, meaning that as we are walking about our daily duties, we need to ensure that dignity is one of the utmost things that we are putting at the top, to ensure that, gender equality is spread as well as its respect. Supporting girls, educating them in a way that they are also empowered. So you'd find that every girl out there, or every girl child, must be given an equal opportunity as well as the same opportunity that is given to a boy child. And also challenging harmful stereotypes. I want to tell you, there are stereotypes out there, but they need to be challenged. Who can challenge them is the rights of the citizen. If you are a true citizen, if you are a responsible citizen, be that person who says, I shall challenge all the stereotypes. I want to help someone in the last one to say, teaching boys and girls mutual respect. So boys and girls must be taught mutual respect, where they understand that it's important to respect one another. It's important to give respect to each other. Equality begins with daily choices and not speeches. It's about choices. The choice that you make today is going to affect tomorrow. So therefore, with our young ones, let's teach them the best way to pick their choices, the best way to select their choices. So in other words, what am I saying in closing? As we close today's episode, remember, I want you to remember this: respect builds equality. So when you respect anyone, equality is also found. Equality builds strong communities. We live in a community, and in that community, we got to be strong communities. These must be strong communities which are unbreakable. And I want you to know that strong communities then builds nations. So can you see it's a hierarchy that you and I have to follow? Let us choose fairness over prejudice. Let us respect over abuse and dignity over discrimination. So you'd find that with good dignity, people are happy, people are in their spaces, and people are able to move around with their shoulders up because they are given dignity, they are being respected. I want to thank you for listening to this podcast. I want to thank you, and I'm also inviting you to say, join me next time for our final episode on national pride and patriotism. This is going to be our last episode under the Citizens, where we are saying national pride and patriotism. But otherwise, this has been the Citizens podcast. I want to encourage you to subscribe, share this with someone, let other people understand, let other people be happy. It is with good citizenship that you are going to enjoy your country. Whichever country you're watching me from, it is your duty to ensure that everything is in sync, in shape, and in form. This is Dr. Benny. Share this podcast with someone. I love you. Take care and meet you in the next episode. Goodbye for now.